And if you guys want to hop on HSN's Facebook page if you have any questions, but I want to say good morning to Nancy, who's already joined me. You guys jump on, say good morning, let's chat, let's talk. I got 3 fun hours for you. So how are we going to kick it all off? We have to kick it off with the #1 hair brush in several countries. Not only that, it is an award winner here at HSN. We asked all the customers to go and vote. What is the best hair tool we offer at HSN? This is the winner. It is Wet Brush. So why? Why is Wet Brush the #1 brush? What does that? What is the difference? Well, if you went and picked up your brush in your bathroom right now, what does it look like? Is it just jam-packed full of your hair and you kind of pull it out of all the bristles and you throw it away? And that's what we've been doing, right? For years and years and years. When you get knots and tangles in your hair, you're fighting it, you're pulling, it doesn't feel good. If you try to do your kids' hair, right, they're like, Mom, it hurts. If you have a sensitive scalp, you're like, oh my gosh. If you have thick, curly hair, you would never dream of taking a brush through it, right? Wet Brush has Intelliflex, which is exclusive to Wet Brush. And this, my friends, is what Intelliflex bristles can do. Kenya has wet, thick, curly hair. Okay, there's the brush we're used to doing. No, Kenya, oh girl, don't do it. I know, that's us every day, day in, day out. Whether you have curly, thick, thin, long, short, sensitive scalp, man, woman, child, extensions, or wigs, this is for you, and it is a 3-piece. We're calling it the Revelation Detangler set. So not only is Wet Brush known for being that #1 brush, for not pulling, for not giving us more split ends, for not hurting our scalp, but they're also known for being beautiful. This is what we're calling, let me start with this side. I think this one is my Daisy Garden. The one in the middle is what we're calling our let me get this one, Geo Star. So let me show you what it shows on the back. There we go. And we've got it also in a dark floral. All 3 brushes exclusively here at HSN for $23.99. We have 4 flex on all of our beauty. This is gonna fall into that category for $6 a month. 739-856 is your item number to start shopping, but let's really get into the ins and outs of why this is so amazing. Angie Lee is joining me on Skype with her amazing hair.
Oh, good morning, Tina. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for having me. You know, I have to tell you, of all the wet brushes we have ever presented here at HSN, are these not the most gorgeous brushes? I feel like they are like pieces of art. And this is what's so extraordinary because of course these are limited edition. We only did this bundle for HSN, so it is exclusive. Please know that because, you know, we always get asked after the fact and when they're gone, they're gone. I mean, it's just what we do, right? But what I love is that we've individually boxed each one of these brushes in this gorgeous series. So you can keep some, you can give some, it's totally up to you. You'll probably have a hard time deciding because they're all so beautiful. But you know, it's not just what's on the outside here. It's actually about what's in here. And that is, like you mentioned, that Intelliflex bristle. It is exclusive. It is a patented bristle only brought to you by Wet Brush. That bristle is the game changer in hair care. You wouldn't believe it for as inexpensive as this brush is, but I'm telling you, it's going to change the way you take care of your hair. It not only is going to minimize breakage, it is also going to stop pulling your hair out. Now, are you gonna pull some hair? I'm sure you're gonna get a couple of strands in there every now and then. That's completely natural. But what I'm talking about is, like you mentioned earlier, when you look at your hairbrush and it's just filled with gobs of hair. And for years, we just kept pulling that hair out, throwing it in the garbage can. Well, I don't know about you, but in my almost 46-year-old hair, I will tell you, every single hair strand that comes out, I'm kind of like, ee, like I want to hold on to every single one I've got. So if you have thinning hair, if you have fragile hair, if you have lackluster hair, oh, and by the way, your hair can be wet or dry. long or short, thick or thin, curly, straight, it doesn't matter. Every single type of hair can use Wet Brush.
Watch.
Now take a look at Kenya.
Look at
Boom.
that.
I love this. It's like a hot knife through butter. It literally just glides right through her hair, but it doesn't break off the hair, goes right through the tangles. And boy, does it ever feel good on the scalp.
And Angie, I've told you, if I go to get my hair done and, you know, my professional, you know, person at my salon is doing my hair, this is what she uses. She uses a wet brush. This is what professionals use. This is what every, you know, mommy uses, daddy uses to do the kids' hair, because it's not pulling, it's not tugging, it's not ripping the hair out, it's not having to fight with all of them. And again, when I was talking about this, if people have a wet brush, because Crystal just joined on Facebook and she said, ooh, wet brushes. Yes, that's the kind of response you get when somebody talks about wet brush. I do want to let you know this is the only planned airing of this, because I only have a little over 1,400 available to go around, and this is new, and this is exclusively here. And by the way, if you're just joining us, you're not choosing for $23.99. You're getting all three of the Detangler. This is the wet brush, what they're known for. This is globally what people, once you get one, you never go back. This is why people, Angie, actually turn into almost like wet brush collectors. When they start seeing we have a new beautiful pattern, they're like, I gotta get another wet brush, because you'll always use them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Count me into that category of the wet brush collector. But I will tell you, the funny thing about this is, as many wet brushes as that I have, for whatever reason, they just seem to get legs, okay? And you're so right, Tina. The minute you take a wet brush through your hair, you are never, mark my words, gonna wanna go back to the brush that you were using prior to wet brush. Now, my hair, I didn't put any treatments or like oils or anything on this, because I wanted to show you guys how this has changed my hair. Now, I've always had pretty long hair. I will tell you a quick little story. You know, my mom and my aunts, my mom has 4 sisters, and we were all blessed with this hair. I inherited it, but I have to tell you, it's how you take care of it that makes the difference, right? Well, my mom's sisters always used to tell me, oh my goodness, Angie, you would walk around with this knotted ball of a mess in the back of your hair every day, and we would literally have to chase you around with the hairbrush to get you to brush your hair. Well, because of course, brushing your hair until wet brush was actually quite painful, right? Yeah. And so that's what I love about this. Whether you have kiddos or grandkids, I'm telling you, give them a wet brush, it's gonna change everything. It's gonna change your morning routine. If you have hair like Kenya, which is absolutely gorgeous, look at how thick, look at how curly, but normally she would never take a hairbrush through that hair. She can do that with a wet brush. You can never have enough of these guys, I'm telling you what, because you're gonna want one in your car, you're gonna want one in your vanity, you're gonna want one in your purse, you're gonna want one everywhere you go. And if you do have daughters like me and a son who also uses wet brush, you know that they will get legs. All of a sudden you're like, where are all the hairbrushes? People will take them because they're that amazing. And now, Tina, #1 hairbrush in over 70 countries. Think about this. You know, we spent years just chasing after these super expensive hairbrushes, thinking you had to have, you know, the $100 hairbrush to make the difference. You're getting not 1, not 2, but you're getting all 3 individually boxed. You can keep some, you can give some, throw these in Easter baskets. They're great for Mom's Day. Bundle them with their favorite hair care. You guys, there's so many things you can do with this, but I'm going to assure you this, when you give this as a gift, you are going to be hearing about this hairbrush for not weeks, but probably years to come.
Angie, legitimately, Lisa just joined on Facebook and she says, good morning from NC. I own the wet brush. I mean, when you become a wet brush owner, you can't wait to tell a girlfriend, your mom, your niece, your friend, oh my gosh, you would never think ever before that you would talk about a hairbrush, right? I just feel like in the past, we just picked up a brush.
Excited about a hairbrush.
Right? You just picked up something. You didn't really know the brand. You didn't, and by the way, and earlier when you saw me pointing where it says wet brush on the handle, by the way, and you guys were like, why is Tina tapping on this? This is the real deal. Other people will try to say they're the wet brush. They will try to say they do the same thing. Do not fall for it. always look for the wet brush on the handle. This Intelliflex bristle is only with the real deal wet brush. You are getting 3 today. And Kenya, before wet brush, had you ever taken a brush to that thick, curly, wet hair? Never, White, never. My ladies out there that have that kind of hair, that long, thick hair, curly hair, you were like, never, Tina, ever, ever, ever. For $23.99.
And look at that, right in through the back there. Oh my gosh, I mean, when you think about that, right in the back, or like that underneath, what I call it the guts of the hair, if you can actually put a wet brush through that, you are in heaven. Oh my goodness, my little Lulu just came out. Hi, Lulu. Okay, so fur babies love this. I know we're quick on time, but I gotta show you because I am telling you, okay.
Baby.
This is my little sweetie. I love this because my dogs only will use wet brush. Isn't that crazy? But they absolutely love it. They all have their own brushes. So if you have fur babies at home and their hair gets nice and tangly, use a wet brush on it. It's gonna save you so much and they're gonna love it too.
I love this. 739856 is your item number. Don't forget, you're getting all 3 of the full-size detangler brushes. Darlene just joined on Facebook. She says, just ordered. I have long, fine hair and lose so much after each shampoo. Hope this helps. Girl, it will. Patricia, good morning from Washington. Just ordered these. Can't wait to get them. Yay, 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 ladies. Good job. We're now almost down to 1,000 of these available.
Wow.
They went pretty fast this morning. So I want to make sure that you get yours, put it into your cart, make sure you get it home just like everyone else jumping in. Angie, this was a great deal. This was the new design. I love they're all full size and they're all the amazing detangler. That's what Wet Brush is known for.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for having me, Tina. And congratulations on all of you for picking your wet brush up for the first time. Write us in, read the reviews, and go check us out on hsn.com. We have a huge selection there as well.